The Adapt Bullseye concept was built on the understanding that a business that focuses resources will be more successful and more resilient in the long term. A characteristic of nearly every SME is they have limited resources, so knowing where to focus those resources is critical. Let's have a quick look at the ideas that sit behind the bullseye. You've probably heard of the hedgehog concept, based on an ancient Greek parable that states, "The fox knows many things, but the hedgehog knows one big thing." In the parable, the fox uses many strategies to try to catch the hedgehog. It sneaks, pounces, races, plays dead, and yet every time it walks away defeated, its nose pricked by one of the hedgehog's spines. The philosopher Isaiah Berlin took this parable and applied it to the modern world in his 1953 essay, The Hedgehog and the Fox. He argues that foxes pursue many goals and interests at the same time. As a result, their thinking is scattered and unfocused, and ultimately they achieve very little. And by contrast, the hedgehog simplifies his world and focuses on a single overarching vision, which they then achieve. How often do we see this in business? Small and resource-constrained businesses with too many goals and interests, focused on the next shiny new thing, and then they achieve poor, or at least less than optimal results. In his widely acclaimed book, Good to Great, Jim Collins uses the hedgehog concept to discuss what his research showed to be common amongst great companies. He states, "Determine what you are passionate about, what you can be best in the world at, and what drives your economic engine, and then stay focused on that." The Japanese concept of Ikigai, spelt Ikigai, also informs our bullseye concept. You will find your Ikigai at the intersection where your passions and talents converge with the things that the world needs and is willing to pay for. This is the point where spirit meets practicality. So, we help our customers determine their bullseye by facilitating the leadership team as they consider. Firstly, what are you truly passionate about? Then, what can you be really good at? By really good, we mean best at in your chosen market. And what does the customer want? And what are they willing to pay for? There are always distractions in business, a potential new product line, an expansion opportunity. The lesson is to evaluate these opportunities in line with your bullseye. As an Adapt coach, I use the bullseye on numerous occasions to support my customers when they are setting strategy and making decisions about product and market opportunities. To help us understand the bullseye concept a bit more, let's have a look at Adapt by Design's bullseye. And just a note to coaches, you want to do this exercise with the right people in the room, owners and key organisational leaders. Leaders who share the owner's vision and purpose and are 100% aligned to the values. Someone who's been in the business 5 minutes or just joined the leadership team may not be in a position to add to the bullseye. So let's have a look at Adapt's. At Adapt, our purpose is to help owners build resilient businesses. We are passionate about small to medium-sized, privately owned businesses. People having the right to work in a safe environment, both physically and psychologically. Empowering owners and leaders to be more successful. Systems leadership. Data platform development. The use of data to drive better business decisions, and the power of transparency of data. Now let's have a look at what we are good at. Firstly, understanding the challenges of an SME owner. Several of our leaders have been owners themselves. Understanding the problems and constraints for small to medium-sized businesses. Building software solutions. Taking complex concepts and distilling them for the SME. understanding adult learners, and coaching leaders and teams. And what do our customers want? Well, they want a proven process to build a successful, resilient business. They want a coach or guide to help implement a strategy that will give them a resilient business. They want someone who will have the tough conversations when they are not delivering, or they're behaving badly or being a poor leader. They want simplicity. They're not looking to complete an MBA. And they want efficiency in their learning and implementation. They are always time poor. And they want support to meet their aspirations, both personal and business, and support to understand and do the important on work. And finally, what can we be paid for? Well, we can be paid for the data platform. We can be paid for our method or the IP of the proven process. And we can be paid for our time to facilitate, train and coach. So ADAPT's Bullseye is: we support SME owners to build resilient businesses that meet their personal and business aspirations, using our proven ADAPT framework, personalised coaching and our unique data platform. Don't worry if you don't end up with a nice neat bullseye first time round. Sometimes it's not obvious right away and it can take several goes. But it's worth persevering, and it's a fabulous tool for you to use as a resilient business coach.